Hi, it's Carrie Careless 211. I, along with my husband, finished a little project here today. I got this suitcase almost 2 years ago, probably a year and a half ago, something like that, at Goodwill for like $2. And I just really liked it because of the leather and everything, and the look of the handle and of the rest of the case. And so I played around with turning it into a coffee table and splitting it up and using the two parts, in two different places and things like that. And finally came to this idea and decided I want to get it done. So we finished it. And it really was pretty simple. I cut out the flaps and things that would have been in there to hold down your clothes, and used bits of those to cover up the screws and washers we had to use to hold it to the wall. And also I just hot glued that and hot glued the parts of the flaps I had to cut off down in there as they're riveted in. And I left all the hardware on it. I wanted to leave it just as it is. And he's got it mounted with, he kind of has this one sticking out a little more than I wanted, but pieces of wood back behind there to kind of give it some more strength and against the wall, and have it up off of the wall a little bit. We had scrap wood. My husband does a lot of woodworking, so we used a scrap piece from some other piece of furniture for this shelf. And because of the height of the books and stuff, I couldn't really get two shelves in there, so I decided just to do the one. And I didn't want to take this hardware out, so we just mounted it just on top of there. And this is a lot of my, older books and classic novels and things like that on here. And this was just plain pine, just regular old pine wood, and I painted it, and I put used stencils and modeling paste to get that design, painted it all gold, and then did black and green over that until it looked as old as I wanted. And had my husband cut out an oval piece of Luan that I covered in batting and in this velvety fabric, and the ribbon there, and that way I can stick bookmarks and pictures and things like that under there. It's only stuck on by Velcro, so I might end up adhering that more permanently later. We'll see how that works. So I've got my Nancy Drew books, a couple of old textbooks. I think all three of these are old textbooks. My Sherlock Holmes, and I always have a hard time, Dostoevsky, and Jane Eyre, and Othello, and you can read them. These books and those books. And this is an agricultural report from 1890. And then my grandpa up above there. And then some other family pictures and stuff. Modern carpentry from 1902. It's pretty cool. And picture frame I think I've showed before that I made. And this whole wall is going to be filled up with picture frames that I had to move to put these suitcase in there. And then under there, this is our old entertainment center that we cut off and I sanded to make it look even older. And I decoupaged the top and made the cushions and changed the knobs and all that. I did that a while ago. So that's the corner of our living room. So that'll all be filled up with pictures. So I'm really happy with that. So this is the way you'll come in our front door. And that's the first thing you'll see. Oh, and you see my messy kitchen. We've been doing a lot of stuff, putting in new trim and scrubbing and shampooing carpets and all kinds of stuff. picked a, you know, really hot day to do it too. So, anywho, that's that. Let me know what you think.